Hello ladies and gents, it's Jake from Whitespear Tactical, and today I'm showcasing you a very, very special piece, all right? This is, of course, as you can see in front of me, the Airsoft Minigun, all right? Now this is a Classic Army M134-A2 Vulcan Minigun, all right? It is one of the larger models. Classic Army do make a few other models, okay? This is one of their bigger ones, and it's the full cast metal series, all right? So what I'm gonna do is take you through a little bit of unboxing, okay? A little bit about the weapon, what it is, and obviously let's do a little shoot of it as well. All right, now unboxing this thing, as you can see, is huge and actually requires a little bit of put together. All right, so the front shroud and the battery, it's a little bit more complicated, so speed the video up. We've got this out already for you, okay? Now this is an Airsoft replica, okay? It is the Airsoft Minigun, right? It's not a real firearm. This is a really cool collector's piece and skirmish piece if you want to carry this thing around. However, it's pretty heavy, all right? So Airsoft, it works on these. So straight away, no firearms, okay? This is just Airsoft, right? The box itself, pretty simple, a little bit beaten up because they actually get shipped in the box that it comes in, all right? So if it looks a little bit worn, this is a brand new one that we've just received from Air Freight, okay, from Classic Army directly. However, they aren't always obviously in the nicest nick when they come through, all right? Now, when you open the box up on the inside, all right, there's quite a decent amount of packing foam, all the rest of it. It gets cased in these two great big giant blocks, all right? It also comes initially with the original style minigun front end, okay, which replaces the shroud, all right? So I've put that on. Now, they sell these separate with two different forms. So you get the one without the shroud, you get the one with the shroud. Even though you get the one that comes with it, you still have to take off the standard model and then obviously put that shroud on, okay? And there's about £100 difference on the value of the minigun as well for the one with the shroud on it, all right? Obviously, again, really simple, basic packaging in here. Nothing too crazy, too exciting to look at. You get a little sticker as well for the box if you wish to put it on there, okay, or a little placard if you're going to put it up somewhere, just to be able to showcase, obviously, what it is exactly. We get our information pack. It tells us a bit about the instructions and about the weapon system itself, right? So this one here is obviously Classic Army model. It's the new version, okay, which is the full steel series, and it also has the one with the hop-up integrated into it as well, okay? Flicking through there, nothing too important, generic, where to put the battery, how to adjust the hop, all of the good stuff, okay? And that is what we get there. You obviously get your HPA lead as well. So this is a battery and HPA minigun. So it's powered by a battery to spool up the minigun to create that spin. And the pressure to fire the BBs outside through the barrel, okay, is obviously from HPA. So you get this little coupler on the end here, and obviously you get part of that wire. Now, that has to go into the back of the minigun, which we'll do that in a minute when we come on to that. So I'll keep that aside. You also get a nice little touch here, a couple of patches inside the box, your Classic Army patch and a Union Jack patch, which is nice to have inside there too. So Classic Army there and Union Jack there as well, all right? Inside here as well, because it does require a little bit of maintenance and fitment to get together initially. Okay, like I said before, it's not straight from the box ready to play. You get a little tool set as well. It's a pretty basic tool set. However, it gives you everything you need to be able to take the thing apart, to tighten up any screws and stuff like that. When this one turned up, obviously from transit, we actually did have a loose screw, so I had to spend the past 20 minutes trying to put that together to make sure it was good to go. Nonetheless, it is now up and running and ready to go, fingers crossed, and we'll get to give it a little test shoot for you, okay? So, moving the box out of the way, because it's big enough as it is, and we don't need that. Let's come on to the weapon itself, all right? Now, this thing is pretty heavy. I'd say, you know, between 10 to 15 kilo. It's not super light. You can see here, I have not lined up that battery housing correctly. So the battery goes in on the rear side here, all right? And there are two nuts. Now, if you could rotate that round, hopefully you'll be able to see that. You undo these two bolts here, and underneath here is a casing to house that battery, okay? And this runs on an 11-1 Tamiya, all right? It gives a nice big spool, nice fast spin when obviously you obviously engage the trigger, and that's obviously what gives you that little bit of momentum. You've got a carry handle at the top, and you've got some pivot points here. These points, they can pull out, they come out so you can attach this and mount it to a vehicle or a tripod or bipod system, whatever it is that you're going to be running it on, okay, if you wanted to do that, all right? There's also a safety on the trigger. So the safety for this is basically the trigger has a pin that runs through, all right? And there's a little hole on there so you can't engage this as you're pulling that trigger, all right? And that stops it from working. So when you pull that out, obviously with the battery in, you should be able to get a nice bit of Gucci spooling up of the weapon itself, all right? Which is really cool, all right? We also then have at the back where you enter your BBs, there's a little unscrew cap here. So you unscrew that, pour your BBs into the funnel, okay, which fill the reservoir that then obviously enables you to fire this down the range and get some good rate of fire out of it. All right. We then have as well the hop unit, okay, which is in here. So remove these 2 pins first, and inside here, when you lift the flap out, there is a do have a Titan. There we go. There is a hop for every barrel. As you rotate the barrel round here, these little Allen keys that you can see in there are what you can use to adjust that hop, right? So each barrel gets its individual hop, which is quite nice. So you can actually get decent, accurate shots on there and get a bit more range if you want to, right? Now, I'm not sure exactly what PSI what is the best one for this, right? Again, it'll be down to yourselves if you are using one of these weapons to find out the PSI that you want to run it on for the power that's in relation to the site that you're going to be at. So obviously keep you within the legal limits, whatever country you're in. Obviously for us here, we've got a little HPA tank that's just preset. We're not going to mess around with it too much because we're private on our range here. So we're just going to have a little fire with it and have a little bit of play and obviously see how it is on the range itself. All right. Cool. Apart from that, this is a really Gucci bit of kit. It's definitely something that's an eye catcher, head turner. If you rock up to site on this, I'm sure there'll be many people that will be in your back pocket or behind you. If not, the other end, they'll be behind the barricades, not wanting to put their head up when you're getting this down the range. All right. Let's give it a fire and let's see how it performs on the range. We're going to give a little fire now at the target in front of us, just so we can see what the spread's like on that. Now, apologies for my aim. It's going to take me a second to get in. Hopefully, I won't run out of ammo before we start. Oh, power. That is crazy. That is insane. Wow. Now, I can honestly say that this thing scares me. I don't really have many words for it. It's just absolutely incredible. But the back spray, I feel like I kind of need full face. You'll see what I mean. Whoa. I mean, we are running out of air there because I have not filled that whole tank up. But on a full big tank, you can imagine being on the receiving end of that. And the 13 CI is probably not enough to give this the full respect of what it deserves. But holy damn, this thing is absolutely incredible. And part of me doesn't ever want to be on the receiving end of one, if not ever fire one again, because I'm not scared of it all spraying back and getting me in the face. That is absolutely incredible. Even just the spool up of it, just something that is really cool. If I'd have just put a bit more air in there, that would have obviously given such better result. But hopefully you get the idea and you won't come across one of these on the field and be on the receiving end of it. And if you are, run.